Today, we're coming to you from the grand halls of the University of Birmingham, an institution steeped in discovery and research since 1900. The University of Birmingham was the UK's first civic university, a place designed for everyone, not just the privileged few. Every one of our graduands today is a part of that proud tradition of learning and achievement. Degree congregations at the University of Birmingham date back to 1901 and are held here in the Great Hall, right at the heart of our Edgbaston campus. Attended by nearly 30,000 graduates and guests each year, these events are the highlight of the university calendar and represent for many students the conclusion of their studies at Birmingham. Originally built as a cathedral to learning, the Great Hall never fails to impress our visitors. The building is Grade 2 listed, and it's really the details that make the space so special. It features a trompe-l'oeil domed ceiling located above its formal marble entrance. The entrance is bordered by archways that are designed to draw the eye towards the centre of the room. The music you can hear is being performed by our very own student musicians. They often perform versions of modern pop hits or songs with a Birmingham connection. As our graduands wait for the ceremony to start, this is a time for them to reflect on how far they've come. They may think back to the first lecture they attended in a packed lecture hall, making friendships that will last a lifetime. Maybe they're thinking back to their first eureka moment, when their chosen field of study finally clicked into place. Or perhaps they're thinking about late-night debates in the guild, that group project that pushed them to their limits, or the spark of inspiration when they saw their research was really making an impact. Today they close one chapter and open another. A degree from the University of Birmingham is more than just a name on a certificate. Our graduates are recognised by employers for their resilience, creativity, and dedication. Soon, they'll find many exciting opportunities waiting for them. A quick shout out to the staff, students and volunteers who have made this special day possible. We couldn't have done it without you. Also, a reminder to share your photos from today on social media. Make sure to tag our accounts so we can engage with your moment. The audience is a mixture of graduands who sit in the back of the hall and their loved ones who are seated near the stage. During the ceremony, the graduands will make their way up to the stage, accept their scroll, and be applauded by their families and fellow students. In the sea of formal robes in the ceremony, attendees may spot black gowns, red and green gowns, and possibly some other eye-catching colours. The black robes are worn by those graduating with their bachelor's and master's. Green and red robes are for those picking up a doctorate degree. To the families, friends and supporters watching from home today, Your encouragement, pep talks, and well-timed cups of tea have helped our graduates reach this day. Let's take a moment to appreciate the parents who still don't quite understand what their child studied, but are immensely proud regardless. Well done, everyone. You've earned this celebration. Soon our ceremony will begin. There's a degree of pomp and circumstance to the day that echoes back through the years. These rituals connect our graduands today to students from the very first British universities formed in the 13th century. This procession isn't just tradition for tradition's sake. It's the university's way of honouring the past, affirming the authority of scholarship, and marking the threshold our graduands are about to cross. Now it's time for the procession to start. Senior academics of the university are led into the Great Hall by two mace bearers and will sit on stage throughout the ceremony. There is a mace bearer at the front of the line and one at the back. The latter is called the Esquire Bedell. Both carry large silver maces that they put down on stage. This is a ceremonial kick-off to the day. The mace bearers are usually staff members from the university who have volunteered to take part. Row by row, the procession makes its way up to the stage, passing proud faces in the congregation, students in mortarboards, parents wiping away tears, tutors exchanging proud glances. A senior member of the university, such as the Chancellor or a Provost, will be the last to take their place. They'll stand before the attendees and declare the congregation open.
I declare the congregation open.
Good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon and welcome to Birmingham. It's great that you've been able to join us here today. My name is William Bloss, and as Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Head of College for Life and Environmental Sciences, it's my great pleasure and privilege to say a few words to open today's ceremony. I'd like to welcome you all, to welcome those sitting at the back of the hall. Currently you are graduands, shortly you will be graduates. And welcome also friends, family and supporters sitting here in front of me and joining us online from around the world. So I'm here to say a few words, and I reflected as to what words they might be. Dedication, resilience, growth, achievement, friendship. I think those are all some of the words that will have characterised your journey here at Birmingham. But there could be other words as well. Apprehension, setbacks, problems, and doubt. And it is possible that some of those words also featured in part of your journey. But our focus here today is to celebrate that through that journey you have persevered and you have overcome those possible challenges. You have completed your educational journey with all of the ups and downs of study and university life that it will have entailed. And above all, the graduands at the back of the hall, above all, you did it. So this is about to be the moment you've been working towards. To get here, you will have spent time exploring new ideas and experiencing the excitement of discovery. You may have had coffee-fueled debates with fellow students during late-night study sessions, and you will certainly have tackled seemingly insurmountable problems and overcome them. And you may have thought that you were coming here to study an academic subject or discipline you're interested in and passionate about. But you will have learned much more on the way. You will have learned about that perseverance, about balancing work and play, and the value of friendship and community. All of these are lessons you'll carry with you long after you leave this hall today. Your time in Birmingham will have built new friendships and new relationships. And I'd suggest that you treasure and that you work to sustain those. They're easy now and next week and next year, but in 5 years, in 10 years, they take effort. It's effort that's worth making, and they can be as important as anything else you take from university. Many of you may now be leaving education behind and making your way into the real world. I'd urge you not to lose the spark of curiosity your studies will have nurtured, to keep listening to maybe a little voice that says, go on, have a go, try that new thing, to keep asking why, keep asking how, to keep asking what if, and to keep seeking out new knowledge, because this will lead you in the direction of the best adventures and the best stories to tell. As well as your own journeys and celebration, today is an especially meaningful day as we're marking the 125th anniversary of the university. And we've been celebrating this milestone in different ways over the last couple of terms. Some of you may have had the opportunity to take selfies in front of Old Joe, lit up in vibrant colours earlier in the year. In the spring, the university reaffirmed our commitment to our community as we re-signed the Birmingham Civic Agreement, strengthening our links with the city and the region as a civic institution. And in the summer, you hopefully found time to enjoy the events on the Green Heart and part of the UOB Extra celebrations. You may have come to our campus festival and concert a couple of weeks ago, where the sun shone on thousands of students, of alumni, of staff and neighbours who came together to celebrate the anniversary and to explore the cutting-edge research that defines our university. In the evening, under the open sky, the Philharmonic and jazz orchestras delivered a powerful tribute to the university's rich musical heritage, spanning the elegance of Elgar to the electric spirit of ELO, a celebration that was proudly Brummy and unmistakably ours, I think. But that was also a reminder that the university is more than buildings and more than books. It is the people who bring it to life. And I'm hugely proud to be standing here on behalf of a university where inspirational people do inspirational things, and where every day we have the ability to change lives. That's a huge privilege. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge those who may have played a crucial role in your achievements here at the university. So behind me on the stage, I have some of the academic staff from the School of Psychology, some of the lecturers and professors who will have nurtured your creativity and inspired you to question and explore. And they will have worked with our tutors, our student support teams, and indeed everyone at the university. So please, I'd like to invite you to give a huge cheer and round of applause for everyone here from the university who has supported you in your journey. Thank you. And graduands at the back, here in front of me in the hall and online from all corners of the globe, are your friends, your family and supporters. So they may be armed with cameras, some of them may be armed with tissues, and they are brimming with pride for everything you've achieved. I'm sure you all have that special person or people who had faith in you, who supported you, who believed in you, and maybe without whom you wouldn't be here. So this is another request for applause and a cheer. And I'd like to ask the graduands at the back, if you could stand up, please. So, yep, that's you guys at the back. And give a huge cheer and round of applause for everyone in front of you. Thank you very much. So, very shortly, you will come up onto the stage and Professor Adam Tickell, the Vice-Chancellor, will admit you to your degrees. That will be your moment, that will be your graduation. So, when your name is read out, do savour that moment for just a second. And friends and family, that is your cue to make a lot of noise, please. Okay? So please be careful on the steps. Please smile for the photographers. And please enjoy your graduation. Class of 2025, congratulations.
Now for the handing of the scrolls. The graduands walk across the stage to collect their scroll from the presiding officer.
Good afternoon. I'm Professor Suzanne Higgs and I'm head of the School of Psychology, and it's my great privilege to introduce the graduands to you today. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, to you and to the University, I present the names of these graduands as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of Birmingham, I admit those persons as listed in the programme to the degrees to which they are to be presented.
College of Life and Environmental Sciences, School of Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. For research into the neural mechanisms underlying selective attention, Damiano Grignolo. For research into the influence of autistic and alexithymic traits on risky decision-making and counterfactual thinking, Layla Jane Hodgetts. For research into the ways people make sense of anomalous or unusual experiences, Anila Khan. For research into self-harm in autistic young people, Lucy Alice Licence. For research into sleep and behavioural profiles in children with rare neurogenetic syndromes, Rory O'Sullivan. For research into family interactions in a science museum, Sonia Rishi. For research into the neural representation of visio-linguistic semantics, Katerina Marie Simkova. For research into the brain mechanisms underlying cognitive control and its relation to pre-sleep arousal in ADHD, Daniel Justin Smullen. For research into facilitating memory retrieval processes in sexual violence victims, Laura May Stevens. For research into the behavioural phenotype of charge syndrome, Andrea Teresa Thomas. Doctor of Clinical Psychology. For research into relationship continuity in behavioural variant frontotemporal dementia, Ria Eleanor Aspor. For research into the experience of moral suffering in Black, South Asian and mixed ethnicity midwives, Ka-Ying Chow. Doctorate in Forensic Psychology Practice. For research on how young people in the criminal justice system perceive their control over their lives and their goals, Nadine Lavinia Campbell-Fuller. For research into internet sex offenders, public perceptions of the challenges of into internet sex offenders, public perceptions and the challenges of professional risk assessment, Syra Chowan. For research into the construct of mattering and its application to UK prison officers, Anya Frood. For research into emotional regulation and interventions for PTSD among military personnel and veterans, Marina Gallagher. For research into the attitudes and beliefs surrounding rape prosecution, Rebecca Hans. For research into intimate partner violence in same-sex couples, Hannah Luckman. For research into enhancing treatment completion and reintegration of men convicted of sexual offences, Abigail Skinner. For research into the relationship between free will beliefs and punishment, Håkon Solomon Solom. Forensic Clinical Psychology Doctorate. For research into service users' perceptions of trauma-informed care in female inpatient forensic settings, Sandeep Kaur Chartha. For research into the contributing factors to children and young people's harmful sexual behaviour, Kishan Gohil. Master of Science, Mental Health, Julia Anna Crook. Psychology, Lauren Claire Ike. Systemic Psychotherapy, Amy Smith. Master in Science, Psychology and Psychological Practice, Mariam Asmari. Maimouna Manzar Bashir. Abby Bull. Daniel Cooper. Orly Melissa Edwards. Matthew James Ellis. Lauren Ferry. Neve Foster. Kara Jane Sleep Fox. Maria Garda. Lucy Emma Gibbons. Amy Hall. Amy Elizabeth Harrington. Amelia Lourdes Hawes. Ewan Hindley. Jessica Mason-Waite. Kirpa Kaur Panasar. Zainab Rashid. Sophie Rees. Arthur Sarah Riaz. Sophia Elizabeth Rostron. Anisa Sadiq. Hannah Lucy Spindler. Veronica Shari. Lauren Walsh. Lucy Waters. Eva Zofia Vaz Ambrosievich. Bachelor of Science, Human Neuroscience. Isra Salim Mohammed Al-Afani. Christopher Ayres. Emma Byrne. Rhys Crooks. Bryony Cuthbert. Jasmine Died. Hannah Ahmed Hussein El Dasoki. Keris Evans. Keris Evans. Fatima Farouk. Millicent Flynn. Olivia Francis. Alice Gabriel. Błażej Jurczek. Oh, John's okay. Tegan Litherland Aitken. Eloise Prescott. Zainab Yassin Sahawan. Emily Turville. Ella Weston. Lana Whitmarsh. Ella Zigante. Human Neuroscience with Year Abroad. Matilda Rose Halliwell. Amber Joy Hannan. Abby Laura Corter. Molly Isabel Middleton. Human Neuroscience with a year in Computer Science. Afika Kanom Zaman. Psychology. Ayat Kadir Hussain. Maisie Ablewhite. Kushi Agwal. Javeen Alexander. Taiba Ali. Jessica Aliu. Holly Anderson. Suzanne Arabzada. Emily Archer. Katie Archer. Catherine Bailey. Philippa Bailey. Isabel Bailey. Clara Sabine Barakat. Ella Barber. Binta Barrow. Amara Bashir. Leah May Bateman. Liberty Grace Bateman Arkinstall. Natalie Baxter. Tanjila Begum. Bethany Bird. Molly Bond. Natasha Bradbury. Poppy Brooke. Madeline Brown. Olivia Brummer. Fernando Bucho. Joshua Bullpitt. Celine Balut. Madeline Burke. Nicole Marion Gomez. Elena Carlisle. Chin Tung Charlene Chan. Carrie Charles. Xin Ching Chen. Yui Hei Raphael Cheng. Sophia Childs. Kyle Ben Chillingsworth. Isabel Chin. Samaya Rahman Chowdhury. Lily Clark. Beatrice Janet Clark. Bailey Collett. Alice Comer Fenn. Soraya Maria Coutinho. Oliver Mark Craggs. Caitlin Crawford Doherty. Liam Jude Croft. Jodie Dane. Hannah Darby. Jessica Davis. Ednabel DeWitt. George Dawson. Amelia Deakin. Harbin Singh Dillon. Fatumata Diallo. Eleanor Drummond. Amy Duffin. Heather Duncan. Maimuna Shaheen Humaira. Nicole Shermeen. Grace Ellie Petit. Psychology with Year Abroad. Katie Andrews. Agnieszka Kinga Bakerska. Anna Davis. Kira Golding. Eleanor Hyde. Luca Kawahara Musiu. Shin Ning Lu. Daisy McGurr. Megan Erin Moreland. Lucy Elizabeth Redford. Thomas Roberts. Caris Zoe Abigail Tame. Antonia Townsend Lazarus. Max Peter Michael Upton. Mia Walton. Jenna Wardle. Doctorate in Forensic Psychology Practice for research into the relationship-building experiences and process between residential caregivers and children in their care, Lorena Dumitraki. Bachelor of Science, Human Neuroscience, Naomi Agundamuran. Psychology, Nana Bonsu. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Natasha Bradbury, who will give a speech on behalf of the graduating cohort. Natasha Bradbury.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for being here today on this truly special day. My name is Natasha Bradbury, and I'm honoured and deeply blessed to stand here before you as a fellow 2025 psychology graduate. It's a privilege to speak on behalf of our cohort as we mark the final graduation of the summer. And, as some may say, we've saved the best until last. Today, we celebrate not just psychology graduates, but also those from Masters in Science, Human Neuroscience, postgraduate tour, and research programs. Whether you're here as a student, a member of staff, or a loved one cheering from the crowd or online, thank you. Your presence, your support, and your belief has shaped this moment. Our journeys here weren't always smooth. We've balanced lectures, deadlines, and dissertations with part-time jobs, societies, and the occasional existential crisis. We've all shared the joys and sometimes frustrations of moments like the project post today or modules like research methods, which can reflect a true love-hate relationship. But through it, we learned to understand the brain, the body, and the beautiful complexity of human behavior. We didn't just grow academically, we've grown professionally. We've learned how to think critically, how to collaborate, and how to ask better questions. And yes, we're now officially qualified to hear, so can you read my mind? Some of our most important lessons didn't come from textbooks. They came from late-night chats with housemates, the ones that turned from friends to family, and the overnight sessions in the library with friends like Fernando and Kenneth, where, let's be honest, we open more snack packets than actual Word documents or SPSS. Through it all, we adjusted to university life, with its highs and lows. For me, one of the most personal lessons was when I nearly left university completely. I remember my mom and my auntie reminding me of how far I'd come, even when I couldn't see it myself. So, of course, a special thank you to you both for the unconditional support. And I know I wasn't alone in wondering, is it really worth it? But being here today, I think we all know the answer. Now, This speech wouldn't be complete without taking a moment of gratitude. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of our families, our friends, and the incredible staff at the University of Birmingham, like Olivia Rowe and Damien Cruz. You've been our cheerleaders, our safe spaces. You shape not just our time here, but who we've become. Thank you for becoming the warmest future feelings of nostalgia when we look back on our university days. It simply wouldn't have been the same without you. And to those of us lucky enough to be struggling with the question of who to give our 2 guest tickets to today, what a beautiful reminder of how surrounded by love we are. Personally, alongside those who I've already mentioned, I'd like to give another special thank you to my grandparents, Alice and Quint, my partner Bobby, and special friends like Victoria, Daniela, and Steph. So, as we step into our next chapter, whether it's further study, new careers, or a well-earned rest, let's carry forward the friendships worth travelling for, the lessons that have shaped us, and the resilience we've built. And to those present who may have missed out on GCSE or A-level celebrations due to COVID, today is for you too. We're not just celebrating a degree, but we're celebrating every step it took to get here. And finally, I leave you with a Bible quote from 1 Corinthians 13:2. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, but do not have love, I am nothing. A special reminder to give thanks and place God's love at the center of it all. So, before we head off, let's head over to Green Heart, just outside the main library, and take our final photograph as a cohort. Here's to a day of all-round celebrations. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We did it.
Thank you once again for those amazing words. Thank you. There are a few things I want to say. I'm Adam Tickell, I'm the Vice-Chancellor, and it's a real privilege to be here to be part of your graduation ceremony and the celebrations alongside. I do want to say something, though, before I come on to my prepared words. In this room, there are people from, I don't know how many political backgrounds, political beliefs, and I know there are a number of faiths because of the faith communities I've seen in the room. I would like to apologise for anybody who has been offended by bringing political protest into what is a day of celebration for the university. I know there are people who have very strong views. I know there are people who have very strong views on a wide range of political matters. We make it as a place of learning and as a place of debate. We make it our business to have places for debate and discussion and protest about things people feel strongly with. Today is a day of celebration, and I am very sorry if your day has been marred by somebody on the stage earlier. But as I say, today is a day of celebration, and I would like to give huge congratulations to all of the graduates who have come through this afternoon. So congratulations to you all. Today marks the end of one kind of relationship with the university and the start of a new one for you. Today you become part of a distinguished family, part of a global network of alumni in, we think, every country in the world apart from North Korea. A network of 400,000 people, and a network many of whom are here to help you and support you as you reach the next stage of your journey. Being a graduate of this great university means that you join a distinguished group of people, a group that includes Nobel Prize winners, pioneering engineers, inventors, authors, Olympic gold medalists, entrepreneurs, influential policymakers, and so on. But just as importantly, it involves teachers, social workers, bridge builders, and of course, psychologists. It's this collective impact of our graduates over the last 125 years that makes this university so great. The achievements that you will go on to make in your futures, the successes you have in your work, what you achieve in your personal lives, and most importantly, the impact you have on people around you. All of these will continue to shape the legacy of our university. If after you've had your photograph taken, you come back to this building and you walk down the corridors on either side of this great hall, you'll see museum objects, artworks, manuscripts, photographs and films. These tell the stories of some of the people behind the university. And the School of Psychology has made and continues to make an outstanding contribution to our history. The school is at the heart of the way the university is supporting our mental health mission, both within the city and more broadly. Staff in the School of Psychology support and improve mental health across Birmingham and, of course, work with our students to support theirs. I think one of the best examples of this is the Better Than Well programme. Better Than Well was set up by Ed Day, who's a clinical psychologist. And Ed works with people in his professional practice who suffer from substance abuse or addiction to one thing or another. And at this university, we have a programme which supports students in recovery. And it's a really strong peer review programme. And there's a special flap for them on the Vale. So if those of you who lived in the Vale or dropped off students in the Vale, you'll know that the Vale often has flats, and in the flats that students will put up the bottles of wine or anything else, beer cans from what they've been drinking. The students in the Better Than Well flat, who of course don't drink, put up cornflakes, cornflake packets, and it's a really lovely way of saying we're in control of our own destiny and we're not going to conform to this stereotype. These are the stories that give our university its meaning. Stories of discovery, perseverance, creativity and courage. And now your stories join theirs. You're all a chapter in our rich history. Through your experiences, you've both been shaped by and shaped our university. All of you have your own story. During your time, as you've heard, you've had lectures which opened your mind, field trips, late nights in the guild, early mornings, essays submitted at minute to midnight, and the creation of enduring friendships. The history of the university is your history writ large. It's one of creativity, of vision, and perseverance. It's a story of failure and mistake, but many successes, of ambition, breakthrough, and achievement. This hall was opened, this building was opened just over 100 years ago by the then King Edward VII, and he laid down a challenge. He said, "I say that the honour and dignity of this university are largely in your hands, and I look to you to initiate and hand down worthy traditions to your successors." His words remain true today. Our stories will always be connected. Each one of you is part of our past and will be part of our future. You're the living embodiment of our university. The next 125 years belong to you. This is the last of the graduation ceremonies for the summer, and I wanted to give a special thanks to everybody who's worked so hard behind the scenes to make our graduation ceremony so special. It looks seamless as a result of incredible hard work from our professional services and our technical teams, and I wanted to give them a huge thanks. And as I conclude, by asking you to join me in thanking them. Thank you very much. I declare the congregation closed.
The ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni has come to an end. The procession begins to stream out of the Great Hall, carrying with them the maces that were set down at the start of the ceremony. It's a nice bit of visual poetry that bookends the ceremony. As those maces are carried forward, so too are our graduates onto their next adventure. This is a powerful moment for our graduates, representing the culmination of years of dedicated study. The education, connections, and friendships they have made at Birmingham will last a lifetime. The University of Birmingham is known for producing great thinkers, change makers, and innovators. From Nobel Prize winners to sporting champions, this institution has shaped minds that go on to make a real difference in the world. Today's graduates are stepping into that legacy, ready to make their mark, whether they're heading into research, launching businesses, or, let's be honest, finally taking a proper break before the next adventure begins. From the Great Hall to the wider world, our graduates will carry the knowledge, ambition, and spirit of Birmingham in their next chapter. Wherever you're watching from, this is not just an ending, it is the beginning of something exceptional.